what is your take on basically the next phase of the evolution of the funds?
With regards to funds, I think it's going to be, right now we're seeing a mist of venture funds coming in. And that makes sense because a lot of the companies that are in blockchain, they're new. So it's taking risk and basically having that as a vehicle to get into those companies that have high potential. The next range of funds, I believe, will be private equity, because within this regulated market, you're going to see a lot of SMEs, established companies with great revenue, and some of these other funds that want to participate in these STOs. They look at the fund structure of being tokenized. It makes a lot of sense for them. It may make a lot of sense for their LPs. So I think it's just really a dialogue between investors and kind of looking at this market. But what it really kind of stems from, and it has to be predicated on, is the exchanges, right? So a lot of these exchanges are just getting their licensing. Liquidity is really low. T0 is basically trading their own token. Open Finance has 3 tokens on their platform. So I think the institutional market is really going to be the ones that are going to be sitting on the fence a little bit longer. I think it's going to take around like 2 years to actually kind of see healthy growth in the space. But the funds themselves, I think, may take an approach of probably engaging the tokenization aspect. There's a few more funds that are in the pipeline that we'll be seeing relatively soon. Something interesting about our fund, we're not just a straight tokenized fund. We initially were shooting for that, but in speaking with institutional investors, they were more comfortable with regular shares. So we actually have a hybrid structure. So someone coming at a higher ticket, they'll have traditional shares, and on the retail end, within permitted jurisdictions, accredited investors will have the tokenized. And I think that'll eventually change when the exchanges are there, and then custodial infrastructure is there for the larger institutions. So you see like Fidelity building out custodial solutions. HSBC is working on that as well. So as more banks kind of transition over to build platforms to facilitate tokenized investments and assets, then we'll start seeing more capital come in.